I feel like there's a point where I had to realize this isn't a me problem. This is a God problem. This is a natural man problem. I need to take this to God and we need to work on it together. Hey guys, my name is Kaylee and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute, but we're back and better, babies. I'm just gonna get real personal. Are you struggling with laziness, procrastination? No matter how many steps that you make, no matter how much goals that you set, you're just not able to stick to them. Still resorting back to old habits. I've been there and I am there and I'm working through that. Through that, here 4 mindset shifts completely changed the way that I showed up for myself. I encourage you to pray, to fast, to read, but these are some things that have personally helped me. The first thing that God has taught me was understanding what stewardship means. So stewardship, in terms of basic definition, is the job of supervising or taking care of something such as organization or property. The Bible's definition of stewardship, though, is the reasonable use of God's resources to serve God and others. One of the things that I couldn't understand the concept of, how does God own everything? How does my body have anything to do with him? How does my money have anything to do with him? How does my career have anything to do with him? I felt the burden of like, this is all on me. And I prayed about this. I was taken to this book. It says, when God redeems a sinner, he is buying us back from the slave market of sin. Your price has been paid. So if your price has been paid, does that mean you are free? Yes, in a sense. Redeemed people are set free from sin, but now they belong to a new master. Romans 6:22 says, you have been set free from sin and have become slaves of God. You were bought by God. Now he is your Lord and master. You belong to him, and so does the work of your hands. The price has been paid. So now everything that we do, the work of our hands, things that we're stewarded, this is our form of worship, of giving back to him in the ways that we can, because we can never pay him back for what he did on the cross for us, but what we can do is be really good stewards of the things he's entrusted us with, and with that, being able to serve and love on others. Whether it be your money, whether it be your career, whether it be finances, whether it be your relationships, whatever it is that you're stressing about, God is bigger than those things. It kind of takes the pressure off. It took the pressure off of me that I don't need to worry needing to go through all of this and figuring things out on my own, but rather it gives a higher purpose and a higher understanding. That leads to my second point, which is honing in on your first. How you set your first will set the tone for the rest of the day, rest of the week, the month, the year. I believe it's Exodus 34:26. It reads, the best first fruits of the ground you shall bring to the house of the Lord your God. This brings it back to stewardship. By giving God your first and the best of your first fruits, you're acknowledging that everything, all of it belongs to him anyways. When we're able to wake up in the morning, thank him for a new day, something we take for granted because God can snap his fingers and boom, we're out of here. So every single thing that we have, including our breath, is something to be acknowledged. When it comes to your morning, this is as simple as a morning routine. We hear it time and time and time again. Having a morning routine is so important. So how can we give him the first fruits of our day to him? We can dedicate time for one verse or a prayer to start your morning, maybe even having some gratitude. And I notice that when I start my day off with prayer, when I start my day off with a good morning routine, my day just tends to go so much more better. So being able to start our day first and foremost with God puts us in a good headspace. And so therefore we can go and love on others and do the things that we were stewarded with, our jobs, take care of our families, all those things. We can do it centered and grounded. So we kind of already know the first of the week is Sunday. That's where we go to church. That's where we rest. And so I like to think of it as like your Saturday, and basically game planning what you want your week to look like. How can you prepare for that in advance? The parable with the bridegroom. They didn't know when the bridegroom was going to come, but they were prepared anyways. There's a message in there, not only for him coming back to earth, but for our day. Like, we need to be prepared in all things. We need to have a plan to be able to execute with, but also having faith that everything that we do is going to be rewarded, not only in this life for our physical health, for our financial health, for our careers, but even in the next life. Also, for example, giving 10% and the first of our paychecks. God knows that we need money to survive, to thrive, to provide, to give. All of us want to hoard our money. You know, it's a tough economy. When we give that to him, we acknowledge him as that's his at the end of the day. It's not our money. It's not my money. It's his money. So giving back to those in need, giving back to your local church is a outward expression of your inner commitment. And then of course, creating goals for the first of the month, first of the year. We all have fallen victim to not accomplishing our New Year's resolutions, but hey, it's not too late to take that New Year's resolution and start working on it now. It's about to be October. You can look back on the goal that you didn't accomplish and break it down into something small. Focus on the day-to-day, not every day. When we create goals or week by week, our habits often set that criteria for ourselves. I will mark off my reading habit every single day. At the end of the week, I'm going to hit my 4 gym days. And although there's nothing wrong with having metrics, they're important, if anything, to hit them and having those standards. It's what if we don't mark it off? What if we hit our reading goal 6 days out of 7 days? What if we only were able to go to the gym for 3 days, but we got our walk on the 4th day? Automatically resort to, I failed because it didn't hit this goal every single day. I only hit it 6 days, not 7. I only went 3 days, not 4. I know it can seem kind of contradictory to what I just said. And like I said, having metrics and standards isn't a bad thing. But when you go throughout those metrics, focus on the day ahead of you. That's it. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about yesterday. What are you going to do right now? Today. This minute, this hour, after work. Like, what are you going to do in this very present moment? When we're able to live in the present moment, the pressure of tomorrow is lifted off of us. It allows us to fully immerse ourselves into the wholehearted effort of today. When we know the goals of today, we can't fail. Even if we do miss something, then giving ourselves grace with it, and hey, the slate wipes clean tomorrow. We learn, we grow, we do better. Lastly, and I feel like the most important one of all, is to have more fun. Live your life. Like, seriously, live your life. We need to remember that there's more to life than just goals. But the only thing that we can take with us is our knowledge, our minds, and other children. Why not make more memories? We want to love on people. We want to enjoy God's creation. We want to soak up the sun and try something new, meet new people. Telling this to myself because I'm a homebody and I struggle with meeting new people and I don't want to meet new people. This is kind of contrary to what we believe, but I believe that there is an energy flowing within us and within all of us. And when we are able to live our lives to the fullest, when we have a growth mindset, when we have plans, when we accomplish goals, when we do everything side by side with God, our energies and our spirits are high. We're able to attract that energy and attract people and attract opportunities and attract blessings to us when we ultimately see God and see Him in everything and anything. When you do this, it makes everything flow so much better. Like, your quality of life improves, the way you handle your goals improve when you can just simply let go. So I challenge you to do these things. I know that if you're able to put these things into action, God will help you through it. He'll reward you for it, because everything that we do isn't being wasted. Whether we're rewarded in this life, whether we're being rewarded in the next, like, everything that we do, God sees, God honors, and God honors His promises. Oh my gosh. Everything else that I just said, focusing on the day-to-day, honing in on your first, creating goals, understanding your purpose and your stewardship, being good stewards for ourselves, living our lives, focusing on our first, setting goals, setting really good goals at that. And the more that you do that, the better your life is going to become. Following God isn't to make life more harder, it actually makes our lives so much more better. I truly have so much faith in you. I'm super excited to get started on this journey again of posting more content, and yeah, I'm super excited. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.